Hey, welcome back everybody, 6 Foot Hacks here, half for you guys. Today, another Showdown live. Before I get into the team, I want to give a humongous thanks to my boy Prime Lections for making me that amazing new intro. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you guys will like it for all the future videos because it came out a whole lot better than I was expecting. His Twitter link will be down in the description. He is a GFX artist and he's also making intros for people, so if you guys want an intro or some GFX made, then make sure to go check him out. His work is absolutely amazing. And I want to give another thanks to TaceBreeze for passing me this squad that we are using in today's Showdown live. Now if you guys do have any teams you would like me to use, then my business email is in the description. You guys can shoot me an email on that email with a team, and if you have a YouTube or Twitter, then you can put those in the email as well, so I can add them down in the description. TaceBreeze does have a YouTube, so his channel link will be down in the description. And I think he told me that this team was based around Z Conversion Porygon Z, which of course we know is an absolute monster. But my personal favorite set on this team is actually Calm Mind Tapu Fini. This is something that I've kind of seen a lot of recently. Normally they run Substitute over Taunt, although I have seen the Taunt one on occasion. Taunt is still pretty nice on the set because we're able to stop Mons from potentially hitting us with statusing us if we are out of Misty Surge, or just stopping them from getting up Hazard or something along those lines. And I know you guys saw the Scarf Dugtrio here, which that was pretty cool. I changed it up to Adamant just to have the extra little bit of power, because in Generation 7 Dugtrio's attack went from base 90 to base 100, which is pretty cool, so we get that extra little bit of power. The Memento, of course, is to be able to allow Porygon Z or Pinsir here, Mega Pinsir here, to potentially set up. We have Walnut, the Fortress here as our Rapid Spinner, Momentum Gainer, and Stealth Rocker, and then of course we have the good old Specs Magnezone, because we all absolutely hate Celesteela. So if you guys do enjoy the live, then make sure to hit the like button down below. That is just 1 second of your time. So yeah. And we got our first matchup here, and this dude's team looks pretty cool. I like the, what is this, Ribombi? I think it's, is it Ribombi? Hold on. Yeah, Ribombi. That's pretty cool. It looks like he's got a Hazard stacking core here between Toxapex and Skarmory. He could potentially have rocks on the Terrakion, so that is something I'm gonna have to watch out for. But Dugtrio can trap half of his team, which is really good. So I really expect Dugtrio to put in a lot of work in this matchup. I didn't want to lead off with this. I did not want to lead off with this. I literally just misclicked. I actually just misclicked. So I'm going to switch into my Magnezone here, as he's actually going to double into his Greninja, expecting me to bring in my Dugtrio. And this is really good because I can take anything that this thing wants to go for. And we are Modest Choice Specs, as he's going to go for what? Oh, holy crap, I lived! Not even bad. What? I was not expecting Black Hole Eclipse. Holy, good lord. I just about got destroyed. What? What just happened? Okay then. It's nice to know that we can still save our Magnezone. So I may try to bring in my Fortress here in hopes to maybe get up my rocks, and I think I'm going to change Sturdy up to Overcoat, just so I can have something to switch into Powder Moon. So he's going to end up bringing in the Circuitry here, and I really just want to get up my rocks. Like, if he locks himself into something, then I just get a free switch into my Dugtrio to trap it. Yeah, I'm just going to get up rocks here, as he's going to go for the Hidden Power Super Effective, which is definitely fire, obviously. Okay, I've not seen Hidden Power Fire Circuitries before, so that's kind of cool. But I'm going to take this chance to switch into my Porygon Z, as he's going to go for the HP Fire again. And I really just want to go for the Z conversion here. Like, he really has nothing that can take a hit from this. Unless it's a Scarf Terrakion, then maybe it could live a hit. Hold on, let me run the calc real quick, because I don't want to potentially Z conversion here and then Terrakion still be able to live after rocks. Ooh, my boy Horsepower about to be pretty bulky here, I'm pretty sure. We'll just go lefties for the sake of it. And we would turn into an electric type with Thunderbolt. Adaptability at +1. Oh, we just nuke him. So I should be able to just safely go for the Z conversion here, as he's going to switch out into the Skarmory. Yeah, you are not going to be living this Thunderbolt after this Z conversion, boys. I think it's over. I think this match may be over if this Terrakion is not Scarf. So yeah, Thunderbolt is just going to straight nuke this Skarmory. We can nuke the Toxapex. We knock out the Terrakion. Xurkitree may be able to live just because it is an electric type, as he brings in the horsepower here. He is not going to live because he's not my Terrakion from the UC. Ooh, not at all. And down goes the horse. And I think that is pretty much game. Yeah, there was nothing he could do from there. So let's go get another one. Alright, we got the next matchup here, and it looks like Porygon Z can also put in some work in this matchup. Looking at leads on his side of the field, I'm expecting him to want to lead with the Metagross or potentially the Heatran. Zygarde could be a slight issue depending on the set, but Dugtrio can trap half of his team as well, which is really good for us. So I think in this matchup I do want to lead with my Tapu Fini, because it has a pretty good matchup against everything he wants to lead with. As it leads off with the Latios, this is really good. This is really good because I can definitely pull a double switch here into my Dugtrio. The only issue with that is that we may not be able to Oko the Magearna if that is what he wants to bring in. So I kind of want to switch into my Fortress here just to get up my rocks, because I don't see him wanting to bring in the Heatran, as he did predict me to most likely bring in my Dugtrio here. So I should be able to get up my rocks relatively easily here, because there's nothing that Tapu Bulu can do to me outside of going for the Nature's Madness. And even if he does bring in the Heatran, if he's not on a balloon, then we will be able to clean knock him out. And I highly doubt he's going to be running the Shed Shell, because I've not seen a single Shed Shell Heatran from my laddering experience in Pokebank OU so far. So I'm not expecting him to have that. Most likely he will have the leftovers or the balloon. Highly doubt that he'll have Shucka Berry, because that's not a standard item on Heatran. Either way though, this is my perfect chance to just go ahead and get on my Stealth Rocks. If he brings in the Zygarde, that could be a little bit annoying, but because he can't be Power Construct Zygarde, then my Tapu Fini should be able to deal with it accordingly. As he actually ends up going for the Protect, I'm guessing he has Leech Seed, Protect, Horn Leech, and Filler Move. So that's what I'm expecting this set to be most likely. I can see him maybe wanting to try and go for the Leech Seed here. If he does bring in the Zygarde, honestly, that's not an issue. Then we can see if he's got lefties or not, and I'm pretty sure he is just going to be sub-coil. Dragon Dance really isn't all that great, I think, on Zygarde. Although I do like sub-coil Zygarde personally. I feel like that thing is an absolute monster if it's able to set up, and actually have a really cool replay I plan to upload sometime next week with sub-coil Zygarde that I think a lot of you are going to enjoy. So yeah, he does have the Leech Seed, and then he'll have Horn Leech, and then I wonder what his final move is going to be. So I could just bring in my Pinsir here. Like, Pinsir is going to be able to get off a huge amount of damage on whatever comes in, more than likely. I almost want to close combat here, expecting him to switch. This is actually where having Earthquake over close combat would come in handy, but it's not really that big of an issue. So yeah, I'm just gonna Mega Evolve here and go for the close combat. I really do not think he should stay in here. I mean he can go for the Protect, but then at that point he just risks me going for the Swords Dance. So he does end up bringing in the Heatran, and we should be able to clean 2-hit KO him here, unless he turns out to be Scarfed, which he is not. So I want to say that Return should actually be able to just knock him out here. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Return. This is Aerialate boosted, and we're going to get off a huge amount of damage on whatever he decides to bring in. If he does switch out like he does here, we're going to be able to do a clean 52%. Unfortunately though, because of the grassy terrain, we may not be able to quite knock him out here. So I'm going to make the safe switch into my Tapu Fini as he just leaves. Hey, TaceBreeze with the powerful squad. Let's go get another match, guys. Alright, so we got battle number 3 here, and I think we're only like 10 minutes in this live. Yeah, it's only been about 11 minutes and we're already on the third matchup, which is pretty great. I like it when I'm able to get more than like 3 or 4 battles in a live. So this may be the last matchup. It depends. It depends how long it'll go. But since his team is so hyper offensively based, I don't think this match is going to be too long. So I may still get another one after this match. But if I'm able to Z conversion with Porygon Z and weaken this Magnezone a bit, then we should be able to win with Porygon Z. I definitely expect him to want to lead off with the Azelf because that is most likely his Sash lead for this game. And I don't think that Tapu Fini can do too much to him. And I'm a little worried that he's going to have something like the Fire Blast. Mega Pinsir honestly shouldn't be too bad of a lead, I want to say. Mega Pinsir looks like it should be a pretty good lead. Although Fortress isn't a bad lead either. I'm going to lead off with Fortress, as he does lead off with the Azelf. So I'm just going to go straight for the Gyro Ball because we are minus speed nature with 0 speed IVs. We should be able to easily bring him down to where, even if his Sash isn't activated, I want to say Rapid Spin is going to be able to knock him out so we can get rid of the rocks if he does want to get those up. Although there may be the possibility that he has Explosion, thus preventing me from wanting to Rapid Spin. So unfortunately, we don't do enough to where Rapid Spin will knock him out. But do I want to go for it anyways? Yeah, now the good thing about us having Overcoat is that I have a decent enough switch in to the Breloom. So the only issue that comes from me staying in here and going for Gyro Ball to knock him out is that he gets a free Dragon Dance with his Gyarados. But Gyarados shouldn't beat Tapu Fini 1v1 in the first place. So I'm going to spin here first. Then go for the Gyro Ball most likely. I could just spam Rapid Spin, honestly. I really could. But then I risk him potentially having the Fire Blast or the Flamethrower. So he would have Rocks, Taunt, Flamethrower / Fire Blast, and then probably something like Psychic, maybe? So he's going to be able to knock us out here, which is a little bit annoying, but it's really not that big of an issue. What I can do is bring in my Dugtrio here and go for the Aerial Ace and force him to stay in, thinking that he's going to be faster. So because we are Scarfed, we should be able to outspeed him here and knock him out with this Aerial Ace. So I think Scarf Dugtrio is about to get a kill here, which is actually pretty good for us. I'm hoping that if he somehow does live. No! What? No! Why? What? How did that not do 28%? That's dumb. That's so dumb. It's dumb that it didn't do 28%, but hey, we just picked up a free KO on this Breloom, which is really, really good. So we can still have Dugtrio around for later in this matchup, which is going to be pretty good for us, as he ends up bringing in this, what's this called? This is a Greninja. Why did I forget what that was called? Why did I forget what Greninja was called? So I'm going to bring in my Tapu Fini here, as he's going to go for the Water Shuriken, which is actually not going to do anything to us, which is really good. I want to go for the Calm Mind here, but the Magnezone is still a problem. I could switch into my own Magnezone to trap him. Now that wouldn't be a bad play, I think. Because if he Flash Cannons, then I just trap him with my Dugtrio. And if I lose my Magnezone, is it really that crucial? I mean, not having rocks up does kind of suck. I'm going to pull a double into my Magnezone here, as he brings in the Staraptor. Okay, so there may be the chance that he does have the close combat, but we do have a decent bit of HP investment. So I want to say we can live one hit from the Staraptor, and we're going to get off a Modest Choice Specs Volt Switch and potentially knock him out, or if he does go for the U-turn, then we're going to Volt Switch on whatever comes in, thus giving us momentum, which is going to be pretty good. So it did kind of suck that he had the Fire Blast on that Azelf, and in hindsight I shouldn't have Rapid Spun. I should have gone for the Gyro Ball right away, because then we could have probably kept Fortress around, as he does turn out to have the close combat. I want to say this gives me a free switch into my Pinsir, which should be able to just close combat pretty easily. Yeah, because he didn't take Life Orb, so I should be able to just Mega here in close combat. And we're gonna most likely catch the incoming Magnezone, so we should be able to 2-hit KO that like we were able to 2-hit KO the Heatran in the previous matchup. And after Mega Evolving, we are gonna be 4 times weak to rocks, which does kind of suck, but I mean, it's not that big of an issue. It shouldn't be too problematic, although the Staraptor may be a slight nuisance if I'm not able to boost up with Porygon Z. But as long as I can get rid of the Magnezone or weaken him, then I should be able to set up with Porygon Z and we should be able to win with PZ. That is my thought process here. I mean, if we just get rid of his Magnezone, then we can win with Calm Mind Tapu Fini anyways. And because he does have Water Shuriken on this Greninja, if he gets more than 2 hits, he could knock out Dugtrio, or he may just knock us out in 1 hit because Dugtrio doesn't really have the best defenses around. And I just thought it was funny that we were able to knock out the Azelf and the Breloom, but of course it would have been better. Actually, hold on, I want to see how much damage. Why is my keyboard not working? Hello? Okay, there we go. Hold on. Where is Dugtrio? Dugtrio with an adamant nature. Aerial Ace. Hold on, wait, what? Wait, why is this defensive? What? Okay, that's odd. So look, we literally got absolute min damage on that Azelf. We would have knocked him out. What? Really? Really? What? Okay, hold on. And yeah, we just straight Oko Breloom. So he's going to bring in the Gyarados. He's going to be able to take that, obviously. So I'm going to switch up my moves here and just go for the return. As he's going to bring the Magnezone, that's fine. We're still going to get off a solid amount of damage, as I may take this chance to bring in my Dugtrio. Because even if he Flash Cannons me, then I just get a free switch into my Porygon Z to potentially try and set up. So that's what I'm thinking here. This switch may be a little obvious, but I mean, it's not that big of an issue. As he's able to knock us out, I should be able to go for the Z conversion here. And Porygon Z may be able to win us this battle, I want to say. I really think PZ could win us this game here. Yeah, we have the Hidden Power Fire for this. Depending on how much damage he's doing to us, will determine if we can win, potentially. So he's going to go for the Flash Cannon, doing absolutely 0. So I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fire here, which should be a clean to a KO on him if we're not able to Oko him. And we're going to be able to finish him off with the second hit. If that Staraptor is Scarf, that could maybe be a problem. But like I said, getting rid of the Magnezone means that we should be able to win with our Tapu Fini here after a Calm Mind. As he brings in the Greninja, yeah, we're going to live a Water Shuriken as long as he doesn't crit us. Yeah, okay, so we're able to live that, and even if he had got 5 hits, we would have won, and it looks like his Staraptor was not Scarfed, and we're able to pull out another victory. Let's go ahead and get one more battle, because we are up to 20 minutes, so yeah. Alright guys, so we got the last matchup here, and I really hope this is Dragon Dance Flygon, man. I did it live with Dragon Dance Flygon, if you guys would like to check that out. Porygon Z actually should be able to put in a lot of work against his team. Megasaur is stupidly fat and annoying. He will most likely have rocks on the Clefable, so I gotta watch out for that, and we can trap his Toxapex and his Raichu with our Dugtrio, which is really good. Looking at leads, I want to say either the Clefable or the Venusaur is what I'm expecting. I kind of want to lead Magnezone. The issue with Magnezone, though, is that if he leads Flygon, I'm forced out. But I'm going to lead Magnezone. As he actually ends up leading off with this, so this is actually not that bad. This is not that bad at all, because I think what I'm going to do is go straight for the Flash Cannon. Because if he does want to try and Volt Switch into his Flygon, then we're going to be able to do a lot of damage to it, as he does bring it in. No! We just barely knock him out. Just barely knock him out, as he does go for the U-turn, and he's going to end up knocking himself out to the Life Orb, which is really great, and we just get a victory. So that is not the official last battle. We're going to go get a final one. Alright guys, so this is the official last match, and this dude has a Talonflame. What? What is this Pokemon? I've not seen this Pokemon since the start of 7th Gen. So maybe this isn't the acrobatic set, maybe it's just like the regular defensive set, so that would be a little bit interesting. Looking at leads though, either the Aerodactyl, the Mammo, or the Clefable is what I'm expecting. So I should be able to lead off with my Tapu Fini. Actually, a Tapu Fini absolutely destroys him if I'm able to get rid of this Pheromosa, because it most likely will just have the Poison Jab. So he's going to be leading off with the Mamoswine. That's fine with me because Surf should be a clean to a KO. And we should be able to just switch up moves here in Moonblast. Actually, I really messed up. The reason why I messed up was because if he had Endeavor, that was by far his best move to go for. So what I should have done was gone for the Moonblast and then gone for the Surf. That way Endeavor would have done less damage and he would have been forced to Earthquake. Luckily though, he didn't have the Endeavor, so we're still in a pretty decent scenario here. If he does bring in the Tapu, but if he does bring in the Pheromosa, that does confirm him having the Poison Jab, but he didn't. So this most likely has Thunderbolts is what I'm expecting, as I don't really have a safe switch into this. So I'm going to bring in my Fortress here and hopes to maybe be able to Rapid Spin as he's going to Side Shot. So I will be able to get rid of these rocks, which is going to be really good for us. Although getting up my own rocks wouldn't be too bad either. It's just I'd rather not have rocks up on my side of the field. And he doesn't have lefties, so his Gale Wings is broken. Man, they really did Talonflame dirty. They really did Talonflame dirty. As he's gonna SD here, which is a little bit scary. That is a little bit scary, but I'm not too concerned about it because even if we hadn't knocked him out, yes, he would have been able to 2 KO us, but then I could have just brought in my Pinsir to Mega Evolve and gone for the Quick Attack. As he brings in the Aerodactyl, we could switch right into Fortress. That's probably my best switch into this monster. Unfortunately, after all that damage from the acrobatics, I don't have much use for my Tapu Fini. So we are going to be able to just barely live that Earthquake, which is really, really good. I'm guessing that he didn't want to risk missing the Stone Edge. Like, I didn't want to risk missing Stone Edge on Azelf there, and we're able to live. So I'm going to go for the Surf. I could have maybe gone for the Calm Mind if he went for the Roost, but that would have been actually a very bad play, now that I think about it. I don't ignore what I said about going for the Calm Mind. Well, I don't know how to speak. I can't speak. So we're gonna be able to get up rocks here, and I really just want a Volt Switch. Like, there's absolutely nothing he can do to me. As he's just going to go for the EQ once more. Volt Switch will not quite knock him out. And I want to say that we should be able to do 18% to a Aerodactyl. Where's Pinsir? Okay. Let's check out Mega Aerodactyl here. Quick Attack. Oh no, Quick Attack is a roll, unfortunately. But we can bring in the Dugtrio here and go for the Stone Edge. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in Dugtrio here, go for Stone Edge. We have 2 chances to hit. If I miss, that kind of sucks, as he crits us. So Dugtrio, unfortunately, not doing much this time. Not doing much this time, as I'm going to be able to knock him out. The reason why I didn't want to Gyro Ball was because I thought he would just bring in the Starmie. Like, Starmie is a pretty good switch into Fortress. So I think I'm forced into my Pinsir here, because by bringing in Pinsir, I prevent him from wanting to bring in the Pheromosa. And if I bring any of my other 2 Pokemon in, then Pheromosa just gets a free kill potentially and a free boost. Yeah, this way if I bring in Pinsir, I can force in the Starmie or force in the Clefable. And Clefable shouldn't beat Specs Magnezone 1v1. And then I can just sack off my Fortress to the Starmie, and it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Or he'll make this mistake and I can just Mega Evolve, go for the Quick Attack, and just absolutely destroy the Pheromosa, which is really good because now it looks like Pinsir should probably destroy him if he doesn't burn us with Scald or if he doesn't T-Wave us. So I think that may be the end of the live, guys. We're about 30 minutes in, and I think I've had like maybe 4 or 5 matches. So yeah, I really like this team. I liked Scarf Dugtrio. Scarf Dugtrio would have been able to put in so much more work if I was not unlucky with damage rolls and missing a Stone Edge. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the live, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button down below, guys. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you to everybody for the support recently on all the uploads, and I hope you guys have been enjoying the streams if you've been coming out to them. So yeah, the paste bin to this team is going to be down in the description as well. With that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow on Christmas Eve. So later. Actually, yeah, Christmas Eve for those of you who celebrate it, but if not, then I'll just see you on a Saturday, basically. So yeah, later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears of hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.